question. What do you like about how the team approached this one and handled things tonight?
Yeah, I thought our start was obviously much better than it has been. Just felt like we came out with the right intensity, the right attitude and focus, and I thought it translated throughout the whole game. So, it's nice to get back in the win column, and I thought we did a lot of good things. So, just want to keep that going.
What was your sense of the group coming into it as well? I mean, Craig talks about how it's quiet in here. The guys were annoyed with the last stretch.
Yeah, I thought the energy was great. Starting with our skate meetings this morning, I thought everybody came in. Just good attitude, good energy here in the room, and like I said, I thought just like our start was much better than it has been, and just the life and energy that I think all 20-plus guys brought to the rink today was great. So, positive steps in that regard, and just want to keep it going.
Why do you think the power play worked so well tonight?
I thought we got into different looks and just an attack mentality. Moving the puck good, guys are moving into spots, and it was a big part of the game tonight. Obviously, with the amount of penalties, both ways, but it was good on us to obviously capitalize on that and gain some of the momentum, especially after it was 1-1 there for a little bit. But I thought we were outplaying them and playing a good game. But special teams obviously comes into play a lot. So
team sport, but how important was that video review there?
Yeah. Those guys are pretty dialed in there. They're even you hear it before the the goal or the whistle. Like they're keeping track of everything, and you hear it on the bench. Pretty early there into the entry that they thought it was offsides, and obviously, good on them. But they're some of the best I've seen at keeping track of obviously it's a fast game, but just keeping track of those kinds of plays, offsides, hand puck, stuff like that. They're pretty good. So.
Feels like Domi's taking it up a notch this last little stretch. What are you seeing from him here of late?
Yeah, he's just had so much balance and energy, and he just makes so many plays. I still get amazed at sometimes when he goes to make a pass that I'm not sure where he's trying to pass it to, and then it just ends up on somebody's tape and such a good scoring opportunity and a good chance. But I thought that line was great for us, and they really got us going tonight there early with their energy and just the way that they played, very direct and just making plays and attacking the net. So I thought they were great tonight.
How important was it to turn the temperature down a bit with the Colorado coming in here and trying to relax us and just some of the outside noise everything going on the last few days?
We're not too worried about that. I think just in this room, making sure that everybody's got each other's back and just making sure that we know that we got better in here. We got a higher compete level and all that stuff. So I thought tonight was a good step in the right direction for us. We know that this week's going to be a challenging one. We're playing some good teams. So we got to enjoy this. It's not easy to win, especially when you're going through adversity. So we'll enjoy this and we'll get ready for a really good team coming in here on Wednesday and just try to keep this rolling.
Max, what did you like about the team's effort here tonight?
I think right from the get-go, everyone was ready to play. We knew we needed this one, and been going through the grinder a little bit right now, but every team goes through it, so a little adversity doesn't makes you stronger, so to speak. So it feels really good to have a huge win like that. We literally had everyone going. There wasn't one passenger tonight, and when we're like that, we're a tough team to beat, man.
When your line's going good, what are you seeing out of yourself and the other two guys?
I think it's kind of the same thing as our whole team. When we're skating and moving our feet as a group and tracking hard and turning pucks over and chatting a lot out there, getting on the forecheck and staying tight. I think as a whole, when we have four lines doing that and 6D really getting up in the play and making strong plays in our own zone, and obviously Joe shut the door, so not much to complain about tonight, that's for sure.
How about your video? Your video review team getting that second goal, Calgary goal called back?
Yeah, I think it was offside by quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Not a new rule, so it doesn't count.
What stood out about how Nick handled the night? 2 penalties. It's easy to get down on yourself. He comes back with a goal.
He's the best. That's we all love Robbie, and he loves to shoot the puck. And I can promise you, he definitely didn't hear the whistle because he's not that kind of guy, and he would never shoot a puck like that at a ref or anything like that. He's intense. He wants to play and he wants to score. So that's just him being himself, and obviously we're going to kill that one off every time. So second one, just a little unlucky with the stick, but no, he stuck with it, and that's a great route by him. He could easily just drive into the D, but he made a little step inside and opened up the lane for me to give it to him. great finish.
First year as captain for Auston. He comes through with 2 goals here tonight as the team's going through a tough stretch. What has stood out about his leadership and the way he's kind of set the tone for you guys?
He's the man, honestly. He battles through. He's probably the hardest working guy I've ever played with my whole career, and I've played with a lot of guys. So he's driving the bus for sure, and it's tough not to jump on board with a guy like that. As talented as he is, you see him, tracking back and turning pucks over and stripping guys and taking guys 1-on-3 down low and coming out with the puck somehow. Obviously, the goal scoring speaks for itself, but it's all the other stuff and how he handles himself in here. Like I said, he's driving the bus, and I've said it from day one. He's my favorite player to watch, favorite player to play with, and best player in the world. So love him to death, and he's doing a great job.
Nick, what are you thinking after that second penalty tonight?
It was unfortunate. I wasn't trying to get the guy up high, and it is what it is, forechecking. And it's unfortunate, it is what it is, part of the game. So.
What about the first one? Max Domi was just saying that there's no way you heard the whistle. Like, did you hear
Well,
it?
yeah, I didn't. I was kind of in between. I didn't know. I didn't hear the whistle. Obviously, I would have done it if I did, because I cost us a penalty, so I obviously don't want to be in the box. So that's what it is.
How did you stay up mentally after that? Take 2 penalties.
I just stick back at it. Just stick to the game. I try not to get too frazzled with little things that kind of are distracting. I can't do anything about it, so I just got to move forward and do what I can.
Having said that, do you exhale a bit after putting the puck in the net?
Say again?
Do you exhale a bit after you score?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I don't want to be in the box twice, and it could cost a team a goal, and one of them almost did, got called off, thankfully. But yeah, it feels good to contribute like that, kind of get back to getting the momentum on my side.
What's your sense of the group been with this tough stretch, and then the sense of the group today? Craig talked about a quiet morning skate, and guys were pissed off.
Yeah, we got emotional. We want to win games, so we're just on each other about focusing on the details and focusing to Chiefs' plan, and we did that tonight.
When you and Max and Bobby are at your best, what are you seeing from the three of you?
I was just playing north, playing fast. I think we're looking for each other, but also keeping game smart, getting back above, and keeping it simple. I think we're at our best when we keep it simple. We know our strengths and stick to it, and had a good game tonight.
How big was your video coaches getting that goal called back in the second period?
Yeah, it was huge. They did a great job, and it was fortunate that it got called back, like I said, to get the momentum back on our side from the penalty.
What were you thinking as the review? It was a long review. What are you thinking as that happens?
I'm thinking, hopefully I get back in the box so I don't cost the team a goal. But usually when there's a coach's challenge, I'm kind of confident because I've been on the opposite side of a coach's challenge, so I know how it goes. So thankfully our guys got the one right.
Did Craig say anything to after the penalties?
No, nothing. He knows we know. I know. So I've got to get back and get the momentum back on our side, and I did.
Feels like Max is taking it up a couple notches here of late. What are you noticing about Domi right now?
He's shooting the puck. He's confident in his shot. Obviously, he had, it's unfortunate. Now he's starting to shoot the puck, and it's going in for him. And he as much as he passes, he's a shooter. He's got a great shot, and he's just an unselfish teammate and wants to set up guys. So it's on us to let him know to keep shooting. Obviously, he's heard that 1,000 times. So he's just playing his game right and shooting when he can. And fortunately, he got one tonight.
What's there mostly about Austin's game tonight?
Yep.
Austin's game tonight?
Yeah, he's a competitor. Obviously, every game he's coming to compete. And I think it kind of went his way today. And again, he's one of the most reliable players on our team, and he showed up tonight.
Do you have any memories of Wolf from back in the World Junior days?
Yeah, a little. Actually, I played with him when I was really, really young in LA. So I've known Wolfie since I was probably 5-6 years old in LA. So he's had a great season, great goaltender, and fortunately we got got the other side of it tonight.
What do you like
No
about
green?
the guy?
No green for
Is
you?
there a little green in this?
No.
No, not even close. No.
He's
It's-
turning green, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get back to business here. What do you like about this nice performance on St. Pat's night?
Yeah, it was a great job by us. I think we played our game for full 60 there, and obviously got rewarded on the scoreboard. And from the defensive side too, I thought we had some huge blocks and limited their chances. So all around a great game.
What, if anything, was said after the first period? You guys played a heck of a period, and you wound up tied at the end there.
Yeah, I think we know we played a good period, and just stay with it, stay to our systems. I think that's what we've preached all year is we know how we can play, and the aim is to play consistent, and outcomes don't always go your way, right? Period to period, day to day, so you just have to stick to your process.
Craig was saying that that there was a lot of frustration in the group last few days. What was your sense of how important this game is?
Yeah, I think it's a good one to get back on track, and it's been a couple tight games the last few, and we've been right there in it, and I think we did a great job again, sticking to our process, playing to our systems, playing the way that we know how, and letting the result and the outcome take care of itself.
And you guys really need it, and Auston comes through with a couple goals his first year as captain. Like, what are you noticing about how he sets the tone in these moments that you need him?
Yeah, I mean, you want your leaders to step up in those moments, and a big bounce back game like this, and he's, you know, best player out there. He's usually the best player out there. Let me just clarify that. He's a very good player, but yeah, I mean, it's great to see your leaders like that, and you know, the forwards as a group today get that kind of production.
What do you notice in Max Domi's game the last week or so?
He's looking good. He's scoring. You know, he's a guy that makes great plays, and obviously he's, you know, pretty tough dude too. He's not someone I want to fight, but it's great to see him get some goals lately.
How important was it for you to have a solid night yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important as a team standpoint and individual standpoint to go out and have a good game, get us back on track. So again, you know, my focus was on doing my job moment to moment, and had a good outcome tonight.
Everyone always says Domi's got a great shot. You should use it more. Like, goalie's perspective, how good is Domi's shot?
Yeah, I see him a lot, and I can tell he's got a pretty good shot. He's kind of taking it to me in warm-ups this year, so I can tell you, yeah, he's scoring, and it's good to see, you know, that translate into games.
How big of a relief was it for you for that video call to get reversed there, the offside there, the second goal for the Flames?
Yeah, I mean, anytime they can take a goal back, I'm on board. It was a great job, heads-up play by Beener and Sam. You know, they're great. They seem to always make the right decision on what to do, and yeah, it's obviously a pivotal moment in the game.
There was another penalty kill. I don't think they got a shot on it first or second period. One of their power plays. Just comment on your penalty killing in that situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they don't get a shot, so it's pretty good, right? Yeah, I think especially the defensemen that we have out there, I can speak for them. They're unbelievable. They block shots at you know, very good times, the right times, and you know, as penalty killing as a unit works hard back there. So when we get good kills like that, and I don't have to see shots, it's great.
What are your early impressions of Carlo?
I mean, he's a very solid defenseman back there. He had some big blocks tonight, and he makes the right plays, right? He breaks the puck out well, and I think he's just a guy that does everything right. He's not the flashiest player, but I think, you know, my favorite defensemen are the guys that do those things right and get the puck out of the zone. So it's been great addition.
The video guys have pulled quite a few goals off the board for you this year. Are they in line for like a bottle of wine or something?
Yeah, I might have to take them out to dinner or something. Okay. It's nice. It's nice.
There you go. You got a different one on. You guys are dialed in.
Where's yours?
I got no green, boys. Sorry. No green. Coaches, the other coaches had them, though. They had some little green in their suits and ties. Yeah.
Was it the luck of the Irish tonight for you, or how happy were you with the
Well,
start?
the effort in the first period was, I mean, just the urgency and the way we came out and played, shot pucks, and, you know, our temps were way up, and we were like right on top of them. You know, there was no room for them, so that was the key start of the game for us.
As important as that was it also important to finish that way, just not take your foot off the gas through the second period there?
Yeah, no, the second too. Like, our power play was very good tonight, obviously, and our PK did a good job. So those are, you know, big parts of the game. The challenge, you know, our video guys did a good job there. It was taking a little longer than I thought. They told me we were 110% sure. So, I don't know. Took a while, though.
What'd you make of Auston tonight?
Well, I think, you know, that's your leader, right? Led the way. For me. Led the way with effort, competitiveness, just work.
Power play, the headlines as you mentioned, but you expand on the PK and what you saw from them and how important that was to just, you know, perfect on till the end.
The PK?
Yeah, the PK, yeah.
Yeah, good pressure. I think, you know, that was a big part of it. Guys were really pressuring, moving their feet, really did a good job of breaking some plays up. I thought Calgary moved the puck around well on their power play. So, you know, it wasn't like it was easy or anything, but I thought our pressure was good, and Woolsey made saves when he needed to, and So, PK was good tonight. Needed to be good.
When Max, Bobby, and Nick are at their best of gelling together, what are you seeing?
Well, you get a little combination of everything there, but you got some real speed on the wings, right? And, Robbie finishes. He finished tonight. Max made some plays, but the line for me tonight was, they had the hound mentality in them. I thought that they all were skating, working in the face of the other team, didn't give them time and space, and that was a key for their line tonight, in my opinion.
Nick takes the 2 penalties as a coach. How do you approach that in the moment?
Yeah, it's, we got to be more disciplined. It's just, that's the bottom line. Can't shoot a puck after a whistle. He said he never heard a whistle, but I heard it. And, you got to be aware of your stick. It's just, we can't take those penalties.
Pleased with the puck movement on your power plays? Guys are moving around
I
pretty
thought
quick,
they-
keeping them off balance.
I thought the biggest key for me was the resets to the top, not forcing it through the seams, not forcing it. It's clogged up there, but we moved it around. We were patient, moved it around, and then we attacked when we could and shot it. And, we capitalized on some plays, but just the resets up top, that's very important.
How happy are you that Austin's starting to score?
Well, I'm very happy, I think. I thought our guys came through tonight, our big boys came through tonight, produced for us, but led with the way we needed to play. That's the key.